Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, The Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today is November 27th. It is the full moon in, I want to say, Gemini? Gemini. So just like Gemini, we're in Sag and Gemini now. So if the sun is, we're going to just back up just a little bit, lift it up a little. Okay. So, we have moved back into my office, so we're just getting everything situated. So, welcome, um, welcome to my channel. So, we are going to start with a general reading, and then we will get into some questions. We hope everyone is doing well today. Okay. So, she said we are using the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, and we are using the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and by Doreen Virtue. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing? Welcome. We are going to do a general, and then we are going to get into some questions. So, this is the general energy for today. She said we are also going to use the Moonology cards from Yasmin Boland and her newest deck, the Moonology Messages. So we'll do a little see if we can get those to stay up there in balance. For today being the full moon. She said we got to start with a moon message. So we are using the Moonology deck from Yasmin Boland. It was in Hay House's, not this newest unboxing, but the one previous to that. And the card that wants to come out is a card of Moonset Releasing, which is definitely what is a great time to do on full moons. What would you like to release? And when I do a releasing, I always have a what do I want to replace it with kind of energy. Okay, I want to let go of control, and I want to bring in the energy of ease and faith and trust in Source to manage what I need. The Source truly does know everything we need. Hi, Miss Beatrice. We are doing a reading for this full moon. The first card out is Moonset Releasing. And that is feminine energy. So what do you want to release and what do you want to bring in? Then we get the moon in detriment, which is cut your losses. So it's definitely a message about what do you want to let go. And the underlying energy is patience, which is cycles of the moon or moon cycles. So just know that everything happens in divine timing. We're also going to get an energy card from the Energy Oracle. Okay, she said, we get the card of Journey, and we get the card of First Chakra, Archangel Michael. So call in Archangel Michael right now to help you with any releasing, any cord cutting you need to do. If you're going to release something, you want to also make sure you go and kind of cut the cords to that energy. And we get the Sixth Chakra, Archangel Metatron, which is also great energy. So Archangel Michael, root chakra, sixth chakra. So as above, so below. So with that energy, make sure that you're clearing that energy, but as well as clearing that energy, that you decide what you want to replace that with. You know, I want to replace worrying with peace of mind, and then come up with a little mantra around that. All of a sudden, a throat chakra activation. So, so we must have a message for someone. She says for many, but for definitely someone. Know that this is a cycle, and as you let go, that's what it's about, letting go of control. What do you need to let go of? Control. Like she's like, okay, here I am. And then you know what? You say, I have faith and I have trust that, you know what? Source, the angels know what I need. And when you surrender that, it's going to bring it in the physical. Like when you surrender to that, she said, we're going to get a romance angel for guidance and a Celia card for guidance. Funny, my throat wasn't doing anything like 1 minute ago, but apparently we get the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. And you know what? I feel like that's saying as you're dreaming about your happiness, gaining that clarity in meditation of the wife and mother you want to be, the fun, what do you want? She's sitting there, she's meditating, she's holding a big coin, but you know what? She's not up chasing it. She is receiving. And the moon is asking you, are you ready to be in the feminine energy of receiving? Are you willing? I mean, in this, it looks like, I heard the Capricorn energy. Are you ready to surrender your ego and trust and have faith in the journey to bring you what you need? I mean, we all have masculine and feminine, and if you're not embracing both sides of that, like you have to have the balance of it. You have to have the balance to put the work out there, but are you also ready to receive, the fruits of your labor for doing that? Do you have faith that that happens, that what you give you get back in another way? I mean, always. She said that was just a little side message. So are you being in your feminine energy? And she said we're just pulling messages like that today, so we're just gonna see what's the next message from Celia for this full moon in Gemini. And Gemini is about the lovers, it is about communication, it is about the whole twin flame energy. And the lovers is the inverse of that Capricorn energy of, of the ego. So it's about, she said, change your focus. Like in this card, she's walking a tightrope, but she's got all these ideas up there and she's studying and learning. So are you doing that? Focus on yourself, I feel, is what it's saying. Focus on your part of the journey. What is going to make you happy? I mean, yesterday I pulled my energy back. All day I focused on me. And you know what? Sometimes you have to do that. And sometimes I have to do that so we can talk about it the next day. So I had to do that yesterday. I pulled my energy back and focused on me. And as I did that, today everything's fine. Even better than ever. So, but we had to work through some energy. And sometimes to do that, really the best way is to pull it back and focus on your energy. And as you heal your energy, it changes all the energy around you completely. Sometimes it's kind of shocking how quick it can change it. Just by being in that, I'm going to focus on what's best for me, my self-love, my self-care, and focus on, being that queen. Are you ready to step into that energy of being the queen? Okay, so... Okay, so the next message is the Seven of Swords, which is walking away from the thoughts that aren't serving you, that are stopping you from having your happiness, your excitement, knowing your feminine energy. What is blocking you? And we feel like it's someone else or some other negative energy. A lot of times we don't even know when negative energy is being projected at us until that cycle comes back around, and then you project that same energy back to the other person, because that's what happens. So sometimes you just have to be, when we were calling in, Celia and Source and, the Divine Mother and the angels and the archangels and my guides and your guides, we were also called today to call in Kuan Yin, which is about the heart chakra, which is about forgiveness. So if somebody's shooting energy at you and it's not serving you, you know what? Just forgive them, for they know not what they do. Sometimes people have negative energy about you and not even realize what that energy does, how that energy truly affects you. So I feel like it's asking you to walk away from it and come at it from a more higher vibrational place of knowing forgiveness. And that's just what we had to do. We had to come at it from that heart-centered place and, If it's not heart-centered, it's ego. So you get to choose. So where do you want to come from? Your ego, which is, I feel like, what it's asking us to let go of and have faith in, our heart and what we truly want to bring into this, what are you trying to manifest? I'm sure it's something high vibration. I mean, don't we want the best for ourselves? Sometimes we think about that and don't realize that sometimes we forget that, we can want just amazing things for ourselves. Sometimes we feel like we're supposed to manifest for other people or do things, but you know what? We get to drop the burden. It's not about that. You get to do what makes you happy. So who are you, are you longing to do something but feel like you can't because you are tied to a burden with someone else? Surrender it. Source, I surrender my burden to you. Can you manage this? I'm sure you can. I have faith in you giving me the best solution and working it out for me to my highest and greatest good. And while you're working on it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to focus on being happy. Working on my ascension by being happy. That is how it brings in your wish fulfillment. Like you say, I surrender it. I'm going to choose what makes me happy. Because you know what? I might not have everything I want to manifest right now, but you know what? I woke up with a roof over my head. I woke up and the sun's up in the air. I woke up and there's air to breathe. There's many things just to be grateful for. And if you take the time to walk up each step by having gratitude, I'm grateful the sun is up. I'm grateful I live where the green grass grows. I'm grateful I can look out the window and still see my rose bushes. The leaves are still on them. I'm grateful that we have a hot tub. I'm grateful for Dave. I'm grateful for going to Sedona in a couple of weeks. I'm grateful for the life I'm living. It's not everything I want in the future, but it's really good now too. So as you appreciate right where you are now and say bring me the blessings in the right time when my energy is ready, because if you're in a low vibration place, you can't get that high vibrational stuff to come to you. You have to say, I surrender it, source. I know you can carry this for me. I know you have this for me. And it's about having faith, the Hierophant, having faith and trust. You working on, in that card, look, she's so happy. As you're in that joyously happy, high vibrational place, you know what? If you think, go meditate. She's like, best advice ever. Go spend 15 or 20 minutes sitting outside if the weather's permittable. And just sit and take in Mother Earth, meditate, close your eyes, feel the wind, feel the grass, just be in the moment of what is happening right then and feel it and just breathe and connect. And you would be surprised at how quickly that can overall change your energy. So I feel like there's one more message. This is different reading than we normally do, but this is what Celia's wanting to do today. So new day, new energy. So we get the Page of Pentacles, new energy about finding your balance. If something's not being balanced for you, are you okay to pull your energy back in the physical? Because it has to be reciprocal. And the other card is the Six of Cups, which is, it's a cycle. Are you learning your balance? You're maybe not where you're ultimately going, but as you find your balance more every day, you heal the cycles of the heart that have caused you that have been reference points along the way, and brings new clarity to you. And understands that growing your self-love and releasing the judgment is the way to the Ten of Pentacles, is the way to manifesting everything you desire in your life. This is where the journey's going. We got the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles on the board, and the Ten of Wands. The only one we're missing is the Ten of Swords, which is, are you ready to let go of any negative thought? That's what you need to release. The Seven of Swords is here and the Three of Swords is here. So technically, I guess the Ten of Swords is here. Are you letting go of the thoughts that are not serving you? If something's going on, the best thing you can do if it's not serving you is pull your energy back and go be by yourself. Go work on your vibration and focus on something else. The best way a lot of times is putting on music. She's like, put some music on. So We are going to get a Celia card and a Romance Angels. And card of Divine Timing, which is let go of control. Source is working on it. Definitely the theme of the reading. And the card, write it down. Do you clearly know what you desire? Be specific. Write it down. What do you want to manifest? And then say, Source, this, you know what I want. I put it out there. I am going to follow the next inspired action you give me. And follow the inspired action. If you get called to go to the dang grocery store, go. If you need, whatever you're called to do, that little bit of thing, go out and walk around the block. Go, if you're at work, walk and go, take a walk around, do something. There's a reason. Follow those little impulses. Because we get the card of Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So follow those little impulses. You never know where it may lead. And the bottom of the deck is Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I feel like if you let go of this, the time apart, there is no real timing with it. It's like, as soon as you let go of this and can go to this lighthearted energy is the divine timing. Can you let go of the energy of the separation? So if you can let go of it and surrender to Source, when it's the right time, I know you're going to let it happen. Until then, I'm focusing on mission. I'm going to focus on, what mission is? Being happy. Finding a way to be happy with right where you are today. So we'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. Hi, the Dollface Diva, the Princess, Beatrice, Howard, Ishka. Welcome. It is the full moon today. I saw Julie had posted about it in the beginning of the reading. So we got the Moonology messages out from Yasmin Bolin. So we'll be using those with the energy oracle cards from Sandra Ann Taylor and the Romance Angels. So how is everyone doing today? I'm gonna just open my window just a tad. Oh, feminine energy is good. Yep, resting. We like that. Just waking up. Yeah, we slept in today. Normally I'm up at 6, and today, yesterday Dave made a comment about me sleeping till 8, so today I slept till 8. So, oh yeah, the sun is shining here. We have beautiful blue skies today. A little bit windy. You can hear the chimes going. That's why we're back in the office, so we can open the window and see the sunshine. So, Miss Beatrice, do you have a question? And so he says, we're just doing coffee and cards, just. And, oh. So I just heard, what do you need to forgive yourself for, Miss Beatrice? Have you been being hard on yourself? You know what? It's that 10 of Wands you're carrying around that you don't need to. She's like, that's why we were calling Kuan Yin. Like, we were encouraged to call, when we were calling in today, not specifically normally Kuan Yin, we call in sometimes, but not normally. But today I was really called. I I heard, so we called. So, um, which is about forgiveness. Like that is like Miss Beatrice. Everything that happened to you in your past is a reference point for you to do your work in the future. Everything. I had a lot of crazy things happen to me in my life. 50, so 52. So a lot of things have happened to me. So you know what? All of those were reference points. I've been working more and more on forgiving myself for my past. That's why I know that. Like, so just like say, I forgive myself. I was doing the best I could do then with what I knew. Just like you have to forgive anybody. They're just doing the best. Like today, you're a different person than you were yesterday, even. You've learned more, you've grown more, and just you have to just forgive yourself a little bit. So, because you know what? Source sees no sin. We see it. We have the judgment. We have judgment on ourselves about something, and then we normally have it in the exterior so we can have judgment on someone else about it. And then it gets amplified back to us because it's already something that we have. So, like, if there's like something going on with somebody that's annoying, you know that somewhere in there you have that energy. Yes. Say I know better now, so I do better now. And like literally, like have a moment with source, like have a moment, like meditate and get in a really good space, and then have a conversation with source about it. Say, I know there is no judgment with you. The only judgment you have on judgment day is yourself. You judge you for what you have done. So you get to decide. The more judgment you let go of on other people and yourself, the less karma you create. More the judgment you have creates karma. So like even the judgment on yourself creates karma. And if you're unsure if you're having that judgment on yourself, look in your look in your look in your environment. Because truly everything's a reference point that ever happened to you, Miss Beatrice. And the sooner you say, source, I was doing the best I could do. I'm ready for better. I know I put all this other wonderful in the vortex. Like, so we are getting a card for you about, is your new beginning started? It's already started. Every day it's one step closer. Like I was saying something the other day to Dave about wanting to know my path, and then I heard something from Abraham about, there it does. No one else can like. Sometimes I told Dave the messenger needs a messenger. So sometimes I would like, I would like a clue on my path as well sometimes. So know that like there's always that unknowing of what's next, because it's whatever vibration you're in is what's next. So that's from Celia right now. The moon's moment, synchronicity. So synchronicity. Ring around the moon. You have protection. And Miss Beatrice, I've been out and seen the moon the last couple of nights. And there has been a beautiful rainbow like energy around the moon. So know you're protected and pay attention to the synchronicities, so you're saying. Right there. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Are you seeing like triple digits? Oh, that's a great way to know where you are on your path. Do you see number synchronicities, letter synchronicities, like 333, 777? Like, are you seeing that? When me and Dave are driving, you know what? When we see that, one of it, like if I'm seeing a lot of those, Dave will be like, fours are about stability. And it's an amplified number. But when you start seeing those numbers, that's a synchronicity and a sign from the universe that you're on your path. Like if I'm in alignment and Dave's driving and not in as much alignment, I will see him and I will see him, and Dave's right with me and can't see them. Like literally your alignment pulls you to that as a, to tell you that's where you are. To know you're in alignment. She said we're taking that. Okay, Miss Beatrice, we get the Two of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hierophant, and the Chariot. So you have 3 of 5 are majors, and the 2 that aren't is about the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, and the underlying energy is the Lovers. Miss Beatrice, are you working on manifesting love? Because you're manifesting it. Commitment, forward movement. It's coming when you get in the right vibration as you're working on your path. As you decide to get out of the lack of this and step into the high vibration, because you know what? The moon is in Gemini, because if the sun's in Sagittarius, the moon's in Gemini. So are you ready? Like as soon as you let go, let it go to source. Source, I know it's coming. Look for it in your, what's going on around you. Yes. I have the best advice. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Until you do that, you can't bring this in. That's what's blocking that. Your self-worth and your self-value, because you blame yourself. Forgive yourself, and you would be surprised at how quick that can change things. She's like, that forgiveness message is all about, remember how you hear in the Bible, there is no sin. Jesus died for that and washed away all your sins. That is true. The only person judging you is you. When you say, I was doing the best I could do, and totally, say that every day, 10 times a day to yourself, I was doing the best I could do. Today's a new day. I'm doing better today. And know that the more better you do today, today is the only thing that matters. Yes. Yes. As everyone is. And that's literally the only thing blocking it. Your self-worth, you forgive yourself and love yourself and say, I am a different person now. I am not the person I was. Whatever. The only person judging you is you. So the only person that can forgive you is you. So she says, that's the strong message, Message of the day. That one's for you, Miss Beatrice. Yeah. I only know that because I've recently been working on that very same thing. And Celia says, just know everything that happened is a reference point, because something comes up all the time about my past. And I wouldn't have the answer to know that if it didn't happen to me. So, because words don't teach, only experience does. So, you are very welcome, Miss Beatrice. Sending you light and love. So, we would like to... Hi, Julie. How are you? Can we get a message for you? I know you were the very first one here. So we're going to see... shuffle a minute. Wait for Julie's question. I am doing wonderful. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Like Celia said, you were the first one here, so we're getting a message for you now. So, do you have a question? Oh. And we wanted to say happy full moon. Are you feeling the energy? It feels so much lighter. We love some Sag Sun, so the energy just feels lighter than that Scorpio stuff. So yes, we're waiting on your question, dear. And my mom's really ringing those chimes today. Another reason we moved back into the office from the sound studio. We have a goddess deck, so we're gonna. She said we're gonna get the we'll get the goddess deck out. Another reason we like being back in the office because a message from Julie from the goddess. Well, you get a few cards. The first card is the White Tarot card, which is sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situation, and chemicals. So you're definitely being more connected, we feel, and that's why your sensitivity is increasing. So you can call in that energy, and then you get the card of Unag. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force anything. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So just be open to the messages and know that they will continue. And then you get the Rihanna card, which is Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So beautiful message for you, Julie. And she said, with that, we're just doing the oracle because those gave a very strong message to you. You're clearly on the right path, and everything in the right time. Don't try to force it. Just meditate and ask. Call in that energy if you would like to talk. Converse with it. Say, I am asking for communication that's for my highest and my greatest good. Like, set that protective boundary by stating, I only want communication for my highest and my greatest good. I wish to call this energy in. What message do I need? And then meditate. And then I feel like this energy is definitely trying to connect with you. What do you know about that goddess? Look into it. There's a message there about that goddess coming to you. Like, everything for a reason. So, thanks for joining us, Julie. And the Dollface Diva, are you still around? Okay, apparently I must have thumbs up. I was trying to get the things to work, but apparently I don't know. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Look there, I did it! Yay! And we are going to use the Moonology cards. Curly girl, it's all, Celia's like, it's all in your perspective about them. Like, if you feel they're always messing you up, say, I need, like, some people don't do well, so just have, instead of that intention about they mess you up, say, the full moons encourage me to get more rest. Like have a different, if you think they're going to mess you up, like, that's your expectation, so now they will, because that's what you expect. you get what you expect, law of attraction. So Celia's like, think of it in a different way. Are you using that energy correctly? I use full moons to release things that I no longer want. Like yesterday, I was straightening up everything. So, like I was releasing that energy, like bringing in, like to bring in new energy. Like it's all in the perspective of, are you using them for releasing? I don't a lot of times try to manifest. I will say I want to release, like earlier I was saying, I want to release control to bring in, to bring in peace of mind. Well, this one is happening, we're in the Sag Gemini axis, and Sag is definitely more free spirited, and Gemini is about communication. So it's definitely, I feel a much better energy than the last one. Like, I'm like, bring it on. What do you want to manifest in love? Because the moon is in love. I want to release control. And when it's the right time, source, bring it to me and trust that it will. Like, because it will. It'll bring it right in the right time when you get in that high vibration. Like, the more self-love you have, the more that person can love you. Like, I promise. So this is a message for the Dollface Diva. And you get the cards of Cold Moon, face your fears. And then the Moonflower, take a risk. And then forgiveness. Is that your fear? Forgiveness? Where do you need to forgive yourself? We were already talking about how hard we are on ourselves. So, what is your fear? Oh, have a conversation with God and forgive yourself. I forgive myself because I was doing the best I could do on that day. Because everything, it all comes back to you. And say, I call, like, here's a good statement for you. We got that. It's autographed by Kyle Gray. So, which I love that. So, like, you have to release that fear. Have you learned? Like, the cycle only happens if you keep having the fear. Walk with, I forgive myself because I was doing the best I could do. I forgive him because he was doing the best he could do on that date. Every day is a brand new day. Yes, and as you learn, that cycle's not going to be the same. It's called evolution. We're working on it every day. And honestly, the more you can love yourself, the more that counterpart has to come to that too. And does. She said, you wouldn't have found me if you're not a twin. So, we love that card. But like that, she said, that's your fear. Do you fear forgiving yourself? Do you, because you get the sun, happiness, the sun. And you get the, the Knight of Swords, which is the fastest moving knight in the deck, and the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is about that single, stable woman, that one that's standing in her power, the one that doesn't need anyone. When you step into this energy, that's the boundary. Have the boundary, step into your energy. Know what you deserve. She's like, know what you deserve. Yeah, keep working on that. And know that that cycle's not going to continue. But if you expect that cycle to continue, you know what's going to happen. It's going to continue. But you know what? You are a cycle breaker. You are doing the work that like totally changes everything. that means the cycle's not going to continue. Yeah, it might come back at a different higher level because things want to make sure you learn the lesson, but it's literally, it comes back at a higher level and you can spot it and see it so much easier, and then you just have to call it out. Yeah. So the cycles aren't going to come back the same because you have been doing the work. So it's about you letting that thought go as well, that everything happens when it's supposed to. Hi, Dave. I hear Dave in my head, so he's also in the next room. So you are welcome, but she's like, you just got to work on that forgiveness, like truly. And it's the family karma and it's the cycles, and you have been working on it. So be in the now and expect something different now. Like, I have done the work, so I know that cycle ain't coming back the same. And if it does, you know what? You spot it 10 foot away and are like, we're not doing that shit. So thank you. And me and Dave were just on this journey, just like everyone else. I could just hear you in my head, my love. I heard Dave. So Dave, do you need a message today? Okay. Look, we're going to do Dave a message. Thanks for being my moderator. But still, you just kept saying Dave. Like, I couldn't. Oh, look. You get the day moon, love. You get the cycle, or moon cycles, patience. Look, it's the desert. And you get the moonlit, embracing uncertainty. And the underlying energy is the moon dance, celebration. Woo! Look, everybody doesn't always get to see your message. Dave and I read for each other almost every day. She said they're full of messages. Okay, well, we get the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Empress, and the Chariot. And under that is the Wheel. Yeah, we feel like, hey, Dave, you know, you're doing that Dark Night of the Soul and the Heart Chakra activation. And, you know, as you do that and keep working towards releasing the ego, and step into the Empress energy, I will just say, I carry the divine masculine energy, and Dave carries the divine feminine energy. So sometimes he has difficulty stepping into his receiving energy. And as he opens his heart and has his heart chakra awakening, like he's working on with the Dark Night of the Soul, he's going to have this. And then you get forward movement, and you're turning the cycle in this Sag energy. What do you want to let go of, Dave? What do you want to let go of, my love? Because look, you get love. You get the love card. How pretty. Look. She's like, look. And look, they're dancing under the moonlight. So, anyway, you're welcome. So, anyway. So, Curly Girl, do you have a question? So, oh, thank you, my love. And we will just say sometimes when you feel like there's a period of stagnancy, it's not, it's a period of growth for you. You're getting upgrades. You're no stagnancy. Yes. How's your self-love? Are you meditating? Are you, getting grounded? Are you connected with the earth? Are you working towards mission? Are you seeing number synchronicities? But we feel like it's been an upgrade period. Like we have been doing not very many videos lately because you know why? I've been going through a lot of upgrades. So I know in this period right before 2024, like Celia says, 2024 is going to be huge. Like she was like, you have to firmly be in mission by 2024, and we're in mission because this is my mission. So, so apparently now we're going to be after the channel message. You get the card of Rising Moon, which is truth. You get the card of Dark Side of the Moon, which is mystery. And you get the card of Moon Mystery, Law of Attraction. And you get the card of Drawing Down the Moon, Knowledge, which is exactly what we were just saying. We feel like it's just a time of, well, we said that and you got the truth card, so we're going to take that. We're taking that one. You know why? Are you being in your feminine energy? Because hit the wall, try to do things, that's masculine energy. I feel like you got to step into your feminine to receive. Like, are you receiving from source, or are you out there trying to do, the masculines do energy, the feminines receive energy? And we feel like this is saying the feminine energy may be a little more of a mystery to you, which makes me feel you're like me. I carry the masculine energy and I have to figure out how to find my feminine energy and balance all that. So I feel like everything's a reference point for me. So the message for you, where is your feminine energy? Yeah. I want you to try something really new, like source, I surrender to you. Right? Like everything you have to do today, write a list. Like write the whole list of everything you have to do. And then on another piece of paper, draw a line down the middle and pick like 3 or 4 things. It's an Abraham process. Pick 3 or 4 things that you really have to do. Put those on your list. Put the other stuff on the other side and say, hey, source, can you work on this part for me? And trust, like, yes, because you're trying to do, like, you have to receive. It's about receiving. You have to get in feminine to receive. Like, you can't do, like, and you have to be in the feminine to receive it. You get the 10 of Cups. Like, your wish fulfillment is trying to come in. Like, there's an offer that's wanting to come towards you because you get the Page of Cups. And you get the Knight of Cups. So we feel like there is, I mean, there's the 10 of Cups. That's happiness. Like, who doesn't want the 10 of Cups? 3 of Wands, wish fulfillment. What are you, like earlier we were talking about in this full moon about releasing. So what do you need to release? I want to release control of some of the things. I don't have to do it all. You know what? Here's a crazy thought. Are you a single woman? Are you single? Are you trying to manifest this? Because it's long. Yeah. Because would you like to manifest this? Is this what you're trying to manifest? Ultimately, the 10 of Cups. Well, you got to forgive yourself for the past and know, like, you have to get in your feminine energy. Do the feminine stuff. Get your toenails done. Do your toenails. Like, do the stuff to make you feel feminine. I do my nails to try to increase my feminine energy. I work on my appearance for that stuff. Like, to try to do that. Because, like, your wish fulfillment is right there. You have, under that is the contract. You have a contract for this wish fulfillment, this new opportunity trying to come to you. It's about, can you surrender to source? And, oh, totally. Surrender. Like, say, source, I know you have this. I have faith in you. Oh, you have faith. You got to have your faith. Because it's trying to come. Look, like 10 of Cups, that's like, they look pretty darn happy. And you get like forward movement towards you. It's trusting. And the mystery is about faith. How is your faith? Do you know it's all going to work out? Do you know he's amazing? Do you know he's everything that you've ever wanted? Do you know he's on his way? Because he is. He's on this planet. He's already here. He's on the planet. He's like, I made a list and Dave is all on my list. Like, I did that. And then I had to look at, where was I with commitment? And you know what? I kept manifesting people that were in a place of non-commitment. And you know what? Because I was attracting that, because I had that. So how do you feel about commitment? That past hurt is blocking it. Like, thank you to that person, because you taught me how strong I can be. And thank you for giving me discernment on what I do want in my next relationship. You know, I learned a lot, and find the gratitude in that last relationship is a great way to release the hurt of it. Thank you for showing me what a strong ass person I am. Like, be strong. Like, we feel like you were like, boldly, like, masculine, strong energy. Like, yeah. Like, we're like boldly masculine. You got to pull that back. Because you know what? To get them to, masculine energy wants to pursue you. They don't want you pursuing them. So, like, literally, you got to pull it back. And I know it's hard when you're single and you got to pay the bills and you got to work and you got to do all this protection of your own self and all the things that are masculine. So you have to find the balance with your feminine. When you find the balance with your feminine and your masculine, you're bringing your person in. Like that, she says. Like, that wish fulfillment's right there. As soon as you find that balance, like, do you like to wear dresses? How do you feel about a dress? Crazy. How do you feel about a dress, Celia? Do you wear dresses? Very feminine energy with that. Wear them. Anytime you can. She's like, dresses, like, do you do like scarves in your hair or something in your hair? Do you match? I don't know. Just channel it. Yeah. And you know what? Oh, you know why you're having problems with the moon energy? The moon is feminine energy. Like, I go out when I go out and meditate in the morning, you know what I do? I say, I wish to harness the creativity of the sun and the receptivity of the moon. Like, you have to have that balance of the masculine and the feminine. So, like, I call in both. Like, you're resistant to receiving because you're having to do a lot of the masculine stuff in your life, but finding that feminine energy is like, key to manifesting. So go out under the moonlight tonight and say, I wish to call in the receptivity of the moon. I wish to embody my feminine energy. Like, call it in, like you have the power. She's like, you have the power, call it in. So she said, you have the power, call it in. So call it in. Like, your words create your reality. Most people don't realize that. If you are focused on somebody not being there and I miss this person, you know what? They can't come because you're missing them and you have that expectation of them not being there. But like, you get totally what you think about. So have a wonderful day. So awesome. Have a wonderful day. So we have been on for about an hour, so we are going to take a break. I will be back this afternoon to do some more live readings. We only had one donation, so we are going to go because it's an even energy exchange, and I gave an hour of my time for the benefit. So we are going to go now. Everyone have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you, Dave, for your donation, and thank you for moderating. Love you.